Hello and welcome again to another episode of Battle Ready.
Reaction.
Special reaction.
Again.
So Hel Crown, the event has concluded and it turns out Skaven Mega won. All right. I don't think the Skaven were ever lower than about 62%.
Rats.
And at the end of the day, to no one's surprise, all rats, the Skaven were victorious.
Oh, yeah, we were.
They beat the Stormcast.
Take that, you man things.
You man things, you storm things.
We stab claw you.
But on the one hand, well, actually, first, what do you think of that? Would you think having the Skaven, lore-wise, just lore-wise, do you think having the Skaven one was better, or do you think having the Stormcast win would have been better?
I think Skaven win would have been better because Blight City came up.
Mm-hmm.
They have endless waves. Whereas when some of the Stormcast Ruination Chambers die, Sigmar is going to go in there, whack him with his hammer a couple times, and then they're finally out to the front. And since they're Ruination, they've only got a couple Reforgings left in them. So there's a chance that they could become lightning beasts or whatever. Sure.
I think, I think having the Skaven win, I don't think it's any huge loss. But I think narratively, if we're just talking about story, I think it would have been cooler to have the Stormcast win.
And beat back the Skaven a little?
In this one city, right? Because then you could say, it's the one city at the edge of the Gnaw that's holding back the Skaven, and that's where what's going to happen. And then over the course of the edition, I think at the when we get our Dawnbringers or Broken Realms books, you can have a bunch of stories.
I already know what the titles are going to be.
You're going to be Radicalisms.
Radicalisms.
But you could have you could have sort of stories about how they're at the edge, whereas now it's sort of like the whole Gnaw is taken over, and also that part too. So it's not like any different than the Gnaw. But
what would be cool is like if the populace became slaves, but there's a secret rebellion building.
Yeah, see, so there are other things you could do with it, for sure. And I hope they do, right? I hope we do get to hear a little bit more about what's happening in Hel Crown throughout the course of the edition. That would be really cool. Like we talked about before, I would really love to see your Dawnbringer style books released a bit at a time.
Except not Dawnbringer style, and that the lore was not great.
Well, I just mean the sort of more narrative-y focused books a bit at a time, so that it feels like there's some progress over time.
And you also get to play with your toys more than 3 weeks.
2.5 years of nothing, and then a bunch of stuff that you don't even want to buy, or at least I don't want to buy because it's going to be obsolete in 2 months.
3 weeks.
It's like, I'm not going to pay money for that. But that's beside the point. So because the Skaven won, their new models get revealed first. We know a bunch of new models are coming for Skaven.
And some Stormcast.
A bunch of new models are coming for Stormcast.
But they come later because rats.
I think they'll probably be released at the same time, but they're being previewed earlier. Right? That Skaven are being previewed earlier.
Yeah.
So Drake has not seen any of the Skavens.
I have not.
So we're going to go see his reaction. So first, spoiler, there were a lot.
Yay!
There's going to be a substantial number of Skaven kits.
Long video of me being happy.
So let's start with the first guy here. Bowl him up for Drake. Vizek Scour.
That's a rat ogre horn guy.
So that guy is the manifestation, sort of the avatar of the great horned rat.
He's got a weird face.
He's sort of like a rat demon, but he's got cool horns. He's got rat face. Cool. I like the whatever you call that, the little scarf he's wearing on either side.
This scarf is cool.
Right? There's different...
It looks like he looks like... I don't like the face that much.
You don't like the face?
He's got a weird goblin face.
I think it's cool.
The nose looks weird. It makes it look more like... That is a crystal rat.
Yeah, he's got a little warpstone rat on his shoulder there.
I like that.
So I think he's pretty cool. I really like him. This one, the close-up version, and the one hopefully that's on the screen right now, is painted a little bit more vibrantly than the one in the video. Yeah. And I like it a lot. The one in the video used such dark colors that it's hard to sort of see. Sort of looking bleh.
I would like to see since he's like the avatar of the rat, I'd like him to have a little bit of every great clan.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. So you could see a little bit of Eshin coloring, you'd see a little bit of Molder.
Or like a little bit of Eshin bits on him, a little bit of Molder bits on him.
That would be cool.
Well, it looks like he does have that with like these tattoo runes and...
Yeah, it looks like parts of it. Yeah.
He seems like mainly focused
could have leaned into that a little bit more, but that is a good idea. All right, but this is not all. Also is... Kritok Foulblade.
He's got a rat friend.
So he does.
A big one.
So this is a friend, a leader, a Claw Lord named Claw Lord from Clans Verminous. And he's got this super dagger thing, and the super dagger has a Vermin Lord bound to it.
Whoa.
And he can let it, the Vermin Lord is bound for however many centuries or whatever. But if the Vermin Lord gives him power, he'll say, all right, I'm going to reduce your sentence by a day. I'm going to reduce your sentence by a year. And so in the game, he has a thing where he can strike first, but he can't accept command abilities because he's bargaining with the demon. So that's pretty cool.
That's neat.
Then we've got a Master Molder.
Yes.
So this is a hero, probably going to buff your Molder, Rat Ogres, Brood Tillers, stuff like that. I love the lump
of meat on the top.
Yeah, so
the rat just poking out with a little gut thing there.
The Master Molders are like hero rats, but they've also done some experimentation on themselves.
Yeah.
So you like that one?
That's after they do it on the Rat Ogre, so that they know it won't kill them.
Maybe. Then we're also getting Storm Vermin.
Storm Friends.
So the Storm... No, they're not Storm
Friends. Oh, there's no twins. There's no...
So Storm Vermin are like armored, good clan rats.
Yeah, those guys are cool. I like the spears.
Yes. The idea...
the cunning is that... Go away!
Well, the idea is that they can fight you from a little bit farther away. There's like, I'm going to stay back here and stab you.
Back flee.
So I think that is pretty cool. The Storm Vermin look good. I think that the clan rats looked really good. I think these Storm Vermin look really good.
I would like to see rat friends on these guys too.
Little maybe some of their bases will have them, but I don't see any in these pictures.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. So Storm Vermin are like the elite clan rats. So they'll have better hitting, better attack, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, then another hero is the Arch Warlock.
That guy's got a big stick.
So the Arch Warlock is like the head, just like the Master Molder is the head Molder guy. He's the head Scryer guy.
Yeah. That's a cool claw.
Yeah, it is. So in one of the stories leading up to 4th edition, there was a Scryer guy, a Warlock, who
hated another one,
and
one of them
sort of made a deal with Vizek Scour. I think it wasn't actually named, I don't think. But he got this like suit of power that he could use to kill people.
Yep, and the other guy had a soul hunting missile.
This is the guy. I think this is supposed to be representative of the suit of power. And then past him is the Warlock Galvanier, who's got the mega gun. You like that one?
That's a
Do you like the Molder side or the Scryer side better?
It depends on what I'm feeling. I like the Molder side because it's just rat on rat on rat on rat. But I like just rats with guns. That's just fun. I think I like the Molder side better. It's aesthetically. I like the Molder side better. I think it's cool to have these hulking body horror monster things. Rats with guns are just fun.
Super fun. Nothing wrong with it. All right.
So happy.
Now we're getting into the units.
Yes.
So first we've got Acolyte Globadiers. They've got big poison balls. They explode, and if you inhale it, it melts your insides. Well, dang. So don't breathe. If somebody throws one of those at you, hold your breath. Yep, hold your breath. Gas mask. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the paint style.
Yeah, they've got those Scryer colors. The globes are pretty cool, and most of them have like little gas mask heads because they know not to breathe it in. Yeah. All right. Warp Spark Weapon Battery. Oh. So these are 2 rat teams of weapons, and there's all kinds of ones. So one looks sort of like a ratling, one looks like a warp fire thrower, one looks like a tube of ooze, maybe? I don't know. I like that one with the little rat friend. So I bet you'll be able to choose which one of these is going in. I just want the rat friend with, well, they all have a friend. Yeah, but that one's carrying cookies. Yeah, that's a creepy rat. Warpstone cookies. So you'll probably get to choose between them, and then maybe they'll have different profiles. But pretty cool. Hopefully the profiles won't actually be that different, because that way you can then pick the one that looks the coolest to you, right? Rather than rat cookies, rather than the one that you think is just like, better. I've got to pick this one because it's got the better tax or whatever. But I like that. So if you like rats with guns, Drake, there you go. Yeah. Next is the Warp Grinder. That's cool. So that thing is a drill, and it'll drill through enemy units, but it'll also drill through the ground. And they said it has a thing where it can either teleport or come in from off board in combat. Whoa! So it just drills up next to a unit and starts fighting. That's a hero hunter right there. It could be a ton of different things. We don't know what its attacks and stuff are, right? Exactly. But they made it sound like in the video that it's going to be pretty
insane,
pretty beefy. And the fact that it can jump up in combat, even if it's not that beefy, man, having that thing pop up into somebody's back lines, or you've got screens, so you're like, I need to get into those,
like the
shooter boys or something.
Yeah,
I think that's really
making
cool.
screens obsolete is good,
and it looks pretty cool. I like the way this thing looks. I
like the cage in the middle, with showing the
So you can see the warp stone in there.
Yeah, Tesla carbine.
And then, of course, it wouldn't be Skaven without Doom Flares. So they're just big tires with a bunch of metal and blades on them, and the Skaven drive the big tires around the battlefield, chopping whatever gets in the way.
That's just dumb fun.
I love that. I think it's pretty cool.
Amazing.
And they actually look pretty cool, too.
How do those rats not get squished?
I don't know. There must be a seat. See, they're standing on something. So it must be like a BB-8 thing where the top, one part of it doesn't rotate.
Mm-hmm.
But they look pretty cool. And it's fun because I've seen Doom wheels in the past, which are very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people love them, and I know people have a lot of fondness and nostalgia for them. But I think they look pretty dumb. And these ones
look cool.
They look pretty cool. I could totally get behind some Doom Flayers. So that's awesome. Now I think then that's all the models they showed. Cool. They also showed off the battle tome.
Just a bunch of storm vermin.
And now interesting. So what they've done with battle tomes in the past is they've released the normal battle tome and then a collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
This time it's a little bit different. They're releasing a normal battle tome and a gamer's edition. They didn't say specifically, but they said the gamer's edition is softback rather than hardback. Fine. But they also said it was smaller, so I think they're taking out the lore, and it's mostly just the battle traits and other info. And with it, you get all the War Scroll cards. Mm. So that's pretty cool, because if you are not interested in the lore, if you just want to get your rules and start playing the game,
get gamers.
That would be cool. I think that's...
And you get free cards.
Well, I mean, you're paying for it, yeah.
But you get the cards, which are nice.
So if you get the standard one, they said they would sell the cards separate. They're going to sell Skaven dice. Although the dice are getting smaller and smaller. You used to get like 24 dice. Then it's down to 20. Now it's 16. A couple more years, they're going to be like, get your set of 3 Skaven dice.
Wow.
It's for $50. Yeah, I don't know about that.
We'll find secondhand dice companies.
Or we'll just use the 100 normal dice that we have. Yeah, you just use those.
Or we could just get ones with like cheese engraved for 6.
Your cheese engraved.
Hey.
But anyway, I think ultimately I want the lore, especially because Skaven's a new army to us. So we will probably be getting the normal battle tome and then the War Scroll cards separate. But I think it's cool that they're sort of dividing out gamer stuff from lore stuff. And I would like to see more of that.
I almost want to see like a lorists edition.
Yes.
Librarians edition.
I would actually like to see them split it entirely, where you have the game guide that just has all the rules, War Scrolls, throw the War Scroll cards in there.
Yeah, that's how you give them more money.
And I know, they like making money. That's how they'll do that. And then you have a lore book, which has just the lore and maybe the battle traits. I mean, maybe you could put the battle traits in there because you probably also want like Path to Glory stuff in there. So you can do that. But you just skip out all the War Scroll cards and you take all that space and you put in like little Skaven-centered stories about the Skaven winning, stories about people trying to fight the Skaven from their perspective, stories, all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, yes, you get your battle traits so that you know at least how to play them. But if you want the War Scrolls, you got to go get the cards or whatever else. And instead you get this lore book. Maybe you don't even get the battle traits. I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. But I think that would be super cool. And yes, it does mean we would probably buy more things and I'd have to spend more money. So maybe this is against my self-interest. Yeah. But I think it would be better for the game. I think it'd be better for the community. And ultimately, I think, I don't know, I think it's the right call. Yeah. All right. So overall,
is that it?
That's it for today's preview. What do you think of the Skaven reveals?
Fun rat monsters.
Fun rat. They just showed Thanquol. It's actually Thanquol and Bone Ripper. He's a big warlock guy on a giant. I mean, he's a small guy, but he's on a giant rat monster.
Let me see.
I'll look up in a second.
Let me see.
But he's been around for a while. I think he's an End Times guy, so he's been around for like 9 years. And they showed him off again. Hopefully that means he's going to come to stores, and so you can get a discount on him now. Right? That's what we're hoping for. So that would be cool. And they showed off, although they've showed it off before, is the Brood Hoarder. Have you seen the Brood Hoarder?
No.
Oh, I should show you that. It is a giant monster thing that's got a small rat melded into it.
Oh, with the like bone hand?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've seen that. That one's cool.
So they showed that as well. So there are tons of Skaven stuff coming, and all of it looks good. You didn't like the head of Vizek Scour.
No, I did not like his head.
I don't mind it. I wouldn't say, oh, it's so awesome. I don't mind it. But overall, I like the model.
I think the nose looks like a weird grot nose that's hooking down and not like a snout for a rat.
Interesting. So
if we go back.
I think it's fine. But overall, like the Storm Vermin were great. The Globadiers were great. The Doom Flayers were great. So many of those things were really, really cool looking. What was your favorite?
For sure the I need to see it again to make sure.
All right, your favorite is the Warlock Galvanier.
Yes, he looks so happy.
He does look so happy. He's like, this is the best day of my life. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
He looks so happy.
All right, let us know in the comments below what you think. What was your favorite model? What do you think about Skaven winning Hel Crown? And what do you think about the separation from standard to gamer edition battle tomes? I'm very interested to know what people's thoughts on that are. Final thoughts?
Got them all. Happy rat!
Happy rat. Be like the Warlock Galvanier. Be happy.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of Battle Ready.
Shoot things with warp guns.
Thanks so much for watching.